Oh, look at this guy. I like this shirt today, Sean. It's a nice shirt.
It's part of a cohort set.
All right.
It makes less sense without the shorts.
You look like you're part of a bowling team.
You do the pin pals from the Simpsons.
Cork and Our podcast is back this week, ladies and gentlemen. We are joined by William Thompson,
Exciting.
Aaron Butler,
Yes.
Andrew Ryan, all present and correct.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The
thanks
lads.
everyone for joining, like and subscribing. Remember, click below to buy the click the button below
You okay?
to buy. All right, mate.
We stroke.
We start the podcast. Click below to shut the fucking two.
I tell you.
What you've been saying to
I
me
tell
off
you.
camera has put me off.
Sorry.
The disgusting things that have been coming out of your mouth.
Sorry.
Now, can I just say, click the link below to sign up to the Patreon. We need your money. And also the merchandise. We need that money as well, okay? And also, as you may know, we don't have a sponsor for this week. There's been issues
Yeah.
with last week's read. We only were doing 1 week. So listen, follow, like, share, blah, blah, blah. Subscribe to fuck, right? You all know the deal, okay? There's no point in messing around here. Buy some of the stuff. Keep the lights on, all right? Thank you very much this week. So, lads, good to see you. William, nice to see you. Now, William, I haven't seen you since you got injured at the Comedians Football. Can you tell me what happened to you, please?
So, we were playing a long, grueling match. It was
Very long.
No, we had a
15
long grueling wait.
Yeah.
The wait was harder than the match.
Yeah, I waited 2 hours to play 3 minutes and get injured. Hit a slide tackle on who I believed was Keith Gillespie. Watching the footage back.
Just a fan.
Some dude. Some guy from Ardoyne. Not as
Not even in
prestigious.
the match. He's on the sidelines.
Yeah.
He's a fan just watching in the stand. Willie had a fight with him.
There was Man United legends paired up with just normal people.
Yeah.
Aye.
So I hit the slide tackle, and when I hit it, because it was AstroTurf, fucked up my arm.
Can you look at that.
4G. Is
Was it
that what it's
4G?
called? 4G, is it?
I don't know.
4G
I
pitch.
thought 4G has the pebbles in it.
Did that not?
Did
I
that
thought
have
it had. I
pebbles
thought it had pebbles.
I don't know. But that's how you got this.
Wow.
Why have you
that's
not? Why
harsh.
have you not got a plaster on that?
Because I'm hardcore.
Did you
14
go
at
to
the one that
A&E?
gives
Did
you
go to
cancer?
hospital?
There was an ambulance at the... I wasn't going to because it didn't feel... That wasn't the sore bit. I also strained my fucking bicep.
Yeah.
And this is the good hand.
Yeah. Not anymore.
Because
No.
of your cerebral
Yep.
palsy.
Mr. Palsy here. Yeah.
He's got one of the palsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake Palsy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how is it now? Is it all right?
It's alright. I can't,
Yeah.
I can't move it.
Mate,
So
put
that's
a
the
wee
limit.
bandage or sticker on that, because
You look at what I do for charity.
because do you know what? I don't want to get infected, and then you lose an arm, and
I'm-
then
I'm
I have
putting-
to get you a
I'm
prosthetic
putting-
hand.
The last thing you need now is another arm not working.
Yeah. Last thing you need is gangrene on your arm, Willie. Look,
I've got antiseptic cream. I could
this
put
guy
on.
wants more DLA.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
DLA King here.
Yeah.
DLA, doubling it up here.
I want a private jet.
Yeah.
Pay
Did
for
you
that
go
time.
to the evening do with the Man United players?
I did stand up at it, yes.
So tell me what happened in the evening do.
Um,
Obviously we weren't there, but
Yeah, so I just went in. They were like, we want someone to stand up. I didn't want to be at the full do by myself. So I was like, I'll call in for half an hour, do some stand up, and I'll leave. And it went fine, and it could have been a disaster because, doing dinners is difficult.
horrendous.
Anything that isn't a comedy club doing stand up at is the fucking worst thing ever.
Yeah.
But this was fine, but the MC bringing me on gave me the worst introduction
Yeah.
on stage I've ever gotten. He went, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a comedian, well, so-called comedian. Guys, where's Wee Willie? And then I had to limp into the room being like, it's me. And then it ended up, the stand-up went great. At one point I got 2 applause breaks in a row and I went, I'm the so-called fucking comedian, and just started doing that to the MC off stage.
And was Yap Stam and all them watching you?
I don't know if Yap Stam was there, but a lot of the legends were.
Were they laughing?
The ones from here were. Sammy McElroy and Keith Gillespie.
So you were
enjoyed it.
doing a bit of Belfast local.
It was a working man's club in North Belfast. I knew the room. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to do my most fucking...
So when you're in South America,
Yeah. I'm not doing my Universal stuff. I'm being
Yeah.
like, you know what's like in Belfast?
So you played the room, basically.
Yes.
Well
yes,
done.
yes.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to play the fucking room.
Yeah, at one point I went, and the English players here, and one of them, I don't know which ones, so I went, I'm fucking Welsh, and then just put his head down. I was like, okay, I've lost him.
Who was that? Was that Clayton Blackmore? Is he Welsh?
I don't know who it was. I don't know. I didn't know many of the players.
Clayton Blackmore was Welsh, I think. He played for the Welsh team, I think. I think it was Clayton Blackmore.
I honestly could not tell you. I don't know. Ow,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Did you enjoy it?
The stand-up or the day?
Well, the day.
It was actually a lovely... We were all
This
just
guy
talking
loved
about-
it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Obsessed,
telling you,
man.
never seen a guy as happy. Yeah, happy as a pig in shite. See, what I've learned about you is you just love being part of something.
I do,
See,
yeah.
just see. He does. He's just he's such a wee nerd. See when we put kits on and we're all just talking. He was like, "This is great, isn't it? This is so great."
I hadn't spoken to him for an hour and he just walked past us and went, "What a day. What a day." And just walked off again.
We were literally only playing a bit of football and he was like, "It's just us standing about, it's great. Just us loitering like teens is fucking, this is a great day." Yeah, but I have to say, it's charming about you.
I stood next to Wes Brown for the team photo.
Instant next to him, you shoved your way into the
Well, tell him what happened.
Well, you went to me. You went, "Hey, there's Wes Brown in the photo. Let's try like Jimmy our way in to sit beside Wes Brown." This guy, slick as you like a fucking almost like his body morphed and like he fucking like what's like a super like the Fantastic Four, Mr. fucking Stretch or whatever. Where like. He literally, his whole body, like, skinnied up to get in and then fucking plumped out. And he was right here beside Wes Brown. It's like, how'd he even do that? And then...
I turned to Wes and I went, "How's your golf swing?" And he went, "Not great." And then they were doing the photograph. I just put my arm around and went... So I'm picturing now with Wes Brown. It looks so cringy. And then the Yap staff. Remember we went up to we filmed going up to the Yap staff, and at the end I went, "Yap, thanks for coming, Yap." It was just like, "Thanks for coming."
I also love when they were announcing the players on the intercom what
Oh,
they
yeah.
called him because his name's Yapstam, and they went, and then centre back Japstam.
Hard J.
Oh, they hit that J hard.
Hard as
Can
J.
I ask you a question? Who was the guy that was the defender for Cliftonville? Probably in his 60s.
Shane knows him. I don't know who he
Centre
is.
back.
God, I don't
he
know.
was bossing everyone around.
I
I was
know.
just looking at him going, "Man, this is friendly, isn't it?"
Shane told me when they were in the team huddle, that guy just spoke up and went, "I don't fucking play friendlies."
That's right. That's what I heard too. Yeah. But do you know what it is? Right. I don't know if we can say this or whatever, or if like I'm giving away like secrets behind the fucking curtain or whatever. But I had heard on the pitch that the Man United Legends team weren't allowed to lose. That was like a stipulation. That was like part of the deal where it's
I
like
actually heard that
And
as
that's
well.
why we lost 4-0.
Yes,
That's why.
That's
Kieran
why.
played like that.
That's why they scored all those goals against Kieran. That's why.
I heard that as well because they didn't want to be embarrassed. Because obviously some of them, look, they're in their 60s.
Yeah.
So they're here on a jolly. They're not here to get
Okay.
fit.
Yeah,
They're here
yeah.
on a jolly and
Yeah.
to have the crack with some mates that they may haven't have seen for a while.
Yeah.
And they obviously, you play for Man United, it's a big part of your life, so you want to be involved in some events. You want to do, like, Dennis Irwin goes out to like Thailand a lot and he goes around to all these
bet he
places
does.
singing.
Wonder why he picks Thailand to do the matches. Hasn't played a charity games. Just goes out to Thailand. Like, there's no games this week. He's like, what?
He's just
I'm
walking
walking on
around
the ball.
Thailand. In the mat, played left and right back, did all the penalties, mate.
He's turned up the 5-a-side matches.
In Thailand, like. But they all obviously want to be still in the scene.
Bit of camaraderie.
Bit of camaraderie.
Yeah, we've all been through the trenches, lads, of Man United, and we
That's
want
got to be us, when we do the sick, when we're in our 70s, we're doing the comedians tour.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
no.
Like, we'll all have a night out in Port Rush or something like that. Like,
Just us at a game of bingo, and Andrew's like, "This is lovely."
Yeah.
What a day.
but you know what?
I
Lawrence
still
in
get injured.
Thailand.
Well,
I'm wearing
yeah.
a full body
Do you know
cast.
what the bad thing about it is I was the first one to arrive.
Yeah, I was the second.
He was the second.
I was the second,
Two
yeah.
of us just sat there and were like, "This is great, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is just great."
He had a melted Milky Bar all over his trousers. I swear to God.
I'm walking around in a full Cove Ramblers outfit with white stained. Oh, no, funny goes, "What's that?" Milky Bar, white Milky Bar just melted in my pocket and I rubbed it. So I'm
Like,
walking
you're
around.
41. Why is there a melted Milky Bar in your... Have you got this point in life? You're still melting Milky Bars on
Are you
yourself?
eating Milky Bars at 41? They're for children. They are for children.
They're literally, if you're eating a Milky Bar above the age of 7,
Yeah,
something's
yeah.
wrong.
I had a Milky Bar in the right pocket and dry roasted peanuts on the other pocket, right? And a bottle of water. And I'm sitting there actually thinking to myself, going, "I can do a job today. Like, I can do a job today." But you know what I did? I made 3 clearances.
Oh, you were great,
I have
yeah.
90% pass completion rate.
Yeah.
How do you work that out?
I just made it up. Keith Gillespie.
stats.
Keith Gillespie overlapped me.
Aye.
Yeah.
And like, I know Keith, like.
Yes, we all know Keith.
Keith shouldn't have done that.
Nah, yeah, did you dirty there? Yeah,
Did me
yeah,
dirty there.
Yeah.
I hit one tackle. It was a phenomenal tackle, and then that was me.
Yeah.
That's all I did.
But you know what? I got the buzz there. I'm thinking, what's that one to do in Old Trafford? Live Aid, not
Soccer
Live
Aid. Live Aid?
Aid. Soccer
You want to
Aid.
do Live Aid?
Soccer Aid.
Hey-oh.
You're coming out representing the
Bob
African
Geldof.
continent.
Andrew's there with 1975. What a day!
What is it?
How's
Just
your golf
great,
swing?
just great to be part of it, lads.
Covered in Milky Bar. The vlogs backstage. You can just take them.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh man, it was really, really good fun.
It was.
Did you, were you gutted? Like, how long did you last on the pitch?
3 minutes.
What happened?
I thought you played the whole
you just
15 for
tackled.
some
You just
reason.
tackled
I
the
hit a
guy.
tackle, and when I tackled, my balance is getting worse as getting older. Normally, I can catch myself as I fall, but the way I fell, I landed on the arm, and all my body weight just went onto my arm. I just felt like a wee pop. I was like, what the fuck? And then tried to move. I honestly thought the arm was broken initially.
In 3 minutes, you provided so many highlights. I believe the one. Have you seen the video of him and Kieran when the goal goes in? It hits off the post and pings.
Oh, yeah.
And Willie's foot he's all.
I'm trying to
amazing.
clear it, and then Kieran's also trying to spot it away.
It's like watching a sketch in a movie.
Oh, it was
somewhere.
the
It's like
shittest.
the fucking Chuckle Brothers in nets. Like
Like at one point, Yapstan gave the ball to us. Did you see that one? Just so we could have the ball. Like, it was just.
I mean, our defenders were overworked, and our attackers were pissing me off because they were just staying not half the pitch. I'm like, fucking come back!
I was tracking back. I was
Yeah.
Hey,
running back.
I was playing left back, and you were playing left. Where were you playing?
I was 4. I was up front.
Yeah, and I was overlapped so many times because there was no shape to the game. Lads.
No.
Nah,
There's no shape.
nah. We didn't even know
I
what
can't
way our
work.
team
I
was
can't.
going.
Like I need to be in. I need to have shape. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like they did 5 up front at one point against 4 of us. Sure, what can I do?
I know.
Sure, what can I do? Like,
This is literally like the fucking Sky Sports punditry
Yeah,
like box
yeah,
for the
there's
match.
the Roy Keane here.
what can I do here? It's a disgrace. Like,
Yeah,
Kieran and Nets, after arguing with me for ages, he's like, I'm a great keeper, I should be in Nets.
he's a great
You're
keeper.
fucking
You see the
right.
fucking goals he
Yeah,
let
the
in.
fucking 5-a-side net, maybe.
in an ice hockey game, sure. Kieran. For the Mighty
Next
Ducks,
time
you
I'm
might
playing swing ball, Kieran, you can be keeper. Absolutely.
He'll hate this banter right now, by the way.
I could pretend he was a terrible keeper.
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
any of us were good footballers.
Oh yeah,
I thought it
we
was.
were
Good.
all-
I thought it was a great. And listen, I want to say a big thanks to Tammy and also
Yeah.
you,
Yes,
as
thank you,
well,
guys.
William, for
Tommy Gomoy.
for inviting me. And well, I didn't invite. I did ask her, can I play?
Oh, fuck yeah. That's,
I was just like, is there any
That's how
chance you can
most
get?
people got in.
Can you get me on?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's how most people got in.
My first time doing something like that. I mean, I'm not like overly super fit cardio wise or play 5-a-side, but you know, I really enjoy it. But just to be able to do it with the crowd, you do forget there's a crowd watching, don't you?
Yeah.
That's the weird thing about it is people think, oh, you're not
Yeah.
be nervous playing football. You actually forget they're
Oh,
there.
you don't. Yeah, and it's kind of funny whenever you hear like, and on the team, William Thompson. They're like, yeah, and you're like, holy fuck, they're cheering for us, like,
Yeah,
class.
Not really. It was on the team William Thompson, and it was one dude going, oh.
That's
I think it's because
My dad.
he misheard Kieran Bartlett.
Yeah, but it was one of those where it was like one of those things to do to be invited to play and actually play and be able to run around and say like, yeah, I'll be down the pub now in a few years. Like, yeah, me and Wes.
yeah.
Yap and
Yeah,
Carl
with jocks
Poborski.
like
oh,
these.
me and Chalky Brian McClure. Fuck, he played right back. I mean, doesn't have it. Like, I mean, I went past him. You know what I mean?
See, when I was in school, I used to think that Jaap Stam invented the jab slap.
What's the jab slap?
It was a signature move.
Yeah, I thought he was like a pro wrestler.
It's a slap where you flick someone in the dick and you go, ah,
And you go jab slap.
and that's what.
Oh,
they do.
that used to happen to me when I was in school.
Yeah.
Did they call it something down south?
I
Just
don't know what it
getting
was.
hit in the dick?
Just fucking.
So I thought
it's
Jab
like a-
Sam was going about matches like flicking
Flicking boys'
flicking
dicks.
dicks, flicking boys'
flicking
dicks.
dicks.
Cheeky
Yeah.
job.
Okay, we've Dennis Irwin's going to Thailand, and Yap Stam
And
is
is
flicking boys'
flicking
dicks.
dicks.
What a start to the podcast.
Ah, well,
ladies and
that's how
gentlemen.
it goes.
But that happens in all schools, though. This isn't just
Dick flicks.
This is a school
Generational, Sean.
Generational.
But we called it jab slapping.
Yeah, so
So that's just why I thought it was.
It's just called jab slapping.
Did
Oh,
you ever
right.
get the
I
did
don't
you ever
know.
get the combination? What's the capital of Thailand? To pull your tie down. Bangkok, slap your dick.
Ah, no, we weren't that as advanced.
So
in
then,
the
you
No,
have,
we
a,
had
then
that
you
one.
have a knotted tie and a sore dick.
Did you ever do this one where you're standing talking to somebody and your mate goes behind him, goes down on all fours, and you push him and he falls
You buck
over?
him? What? Yeah, that's what it sounded like there. Do you ever do someone your mate gets down on his knees and sucks you off? Do you ever do that one?
No, wait, like you're standing there and somebody goes behind you, you just tap them backwards, but they fall
Oh,
over you.
that was great. And then do you ever do the one as well when they're about to sit in the chair and you just pull the chair away?
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck,
that was a good. Or there was another one I used used to do, which was, did you ever take the hinges off the door in the classroom, and when they come in, the door just falls down?
No, we didn't have that.
Yeah, I have a tragic story, but
Tragic story.
Someone died at the end of this?
Someone died at the end of this. It's a
nobody
comedy podcast,
died.
Sean.
But the person that ended up walking through the door was our teacher, who was pregnant.
Oh,
Jesus!
But it wasn't made on the door.
did the door fall on her or anything like that? And how's the baby now?
A fan.
Here I am.
Two working arms in.
I've
It
just-
was one of those things. It was
I've
like,
just-
oh, it's going to be so funny when Rory walks through the door, and then it wasn't
It
Rory.
was
but-
Mrs. whatever, and she's
Yeah.
fucking 8 months pregnant.
and we were like, oh shit.
That was like some of the stuff I used to do in school. Did you ever swear at a teacher?
Yeah.
no.
See, well, I was in school when my mum passed away, so I was in school, and everyone was really sympathetic to me. So I was, because I'm a wee dick, being like, what can I get away with? So teachers would be like, why haven't you done your homework? And I'm like, 'cause fuck yourself, that's why. They'd be like, bless him, he's struggling at home.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was just being a wee boss. I was just telling
Yeah, you
them.
were over the death at this point. You were like, I'm
Did you guys go to any integrated schools? Were they around
Ours
that?
technically was.
only
yeah.
white. Only white Catholics and boys at the time. Now, at the minute, they've diversified since I've left. But when I was there, it was very much the one color, one gender, one
Wow.
everything. But one of the best ones we had was I'll give a shout out to him because he's still a teacher at the school. I think my IT teacher, Mr. Coyle. Hope you're keeping well, Damien. He came into our class one day, but before he'd come in, we had taken the bottom out of the teacher's chair, so it was just a little bit of fabric, and there was no support.
Oh, I know what you mean. It's like the methods. Yeah,
And we're all fucking giddy as fuck. We're like, he's gonna fucking sit on it. We're fucking like getting ready for him, and he's standing up ages giving this prep, and we're like, please just fucking sit down. And he hasn't sat down. Then he puts his foot on it and is like raising. We're like, oh, please stop teasing us. Fucking sit down. And fucking he finally sits on it, and we fucking thought it was like the NASA control room whenever the rocket took off. We're all like, yeah, like fucking celebrating. And then he didn't want to show weakness. So he just sat like this for the rest of the hour.
knowing that he'd been done.
Knowing he'd been done, he was just like, all right, calm down, everyone. And then started, just taught the class like that until we all left the classroom.
And he was 6 months pregnant too.
And he didn't want to admit that you'd caught him. Like,
Yeah. So he just he just was like, all right, everyone weighs up and all, blah, blah, blah. And then...
that is fuck. Because some teachers are like that. Because if they lose that status, that kind of power, isn't it?
I broke a window in my school as well, and I'm just confessing it now. Christian Brothers Secondary School, I'm sorry.
How'd you do it?
We were playing five-a-side in the common room, and we were playing five-a-side with a bottle of Vitziad, and it was half, and I just fucking punted it, and it completely smashed the window, and I went straight up to Mr. Heaney, who was the vice principal at the time, I think, and I went, here, I accidentally leant up against the window, and it's broke, and he went, oh, don't worry about it. So there we go.
We had a Mr. Heaney in my school.
So that's just a confession. The people in CBS who are listening to me right now.
3 Hail Marys, and you'll be forgiven.
We had a
Exactly.
Mr. Heaney, he was like 4'10".
No, this guy was taller.
And on the first day in, we told a girl his name was Mr. Small. And she went and she was like, Mr. Small? He's like, it's Mr. Heaney. And we were like, you fucking dickhead.
We ironically had a tech teacher called Mr. Short who was extremely tall. So that was funny for first
I
years.
once got pulled out of class by a teacher who never taught me in 6 years when I went to the Christian Brothers, and they brought me to an interview room. This lady comes in and she goes, hi, is there an Andrew Ryan in this class? And I was like, yeah. This teacher I obviously knew who the teacher was, but never taught me. Brings me into an interview room near the principal's office, sits me down. I'm in 4th year, so I'm 16, right? 2 years before I do my leaving cert. Now, Andrew, we've had a complaint. And I'm like, right, there has been a complaint made that you're selling cannabis to 13-year-olds.
Class.
And I went, excuse me? The only time I've never done drugs. But my point is...
Mr. Radio here. The only time I've never done.
No, it was a long time ago. But the thing about it is obviously did not do any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they were 14.
Was never into any of that, right? So I said to them, are you actually serious? You saying that I'm selling cannabis in school? I went, well, first of all, I'm not selling cannabis. Secondly, I want to know who's saying I'm selling cannabis. And thirdly, I'm getting my parents involved. I'm completely innocent here. I said, I'm happy to go home. I'll speak to my parents. We'll have a meeting tomorrow. I've nothing to hide. blah, blah, blah. I go home. I say to my mother, she's like, what? I goes, I know, yeah, so listen, whatever, like, let's...
I need you to hide my stash.
Yeah.
On to us.
Yeah. So I go back into school the following day, meet the teacher again. I sit down. I said, I'm not leaving here until you tell me the name of the guy that was saying that I was selling him cannabis. So say, for example, it was William Thompson, right? She told me, I know the guy's name right now.
Yeah.
I could say it, but I'm not going to say it.
Good guy.
And I said, right, okay, and what year is he in? Right, he's in second year. Okay, cool. So I went and spoke to some of my friends. I said, this guy's, all my friends were like, you. And I was like, yeah, I know I'm a messer, but that's not one thing that I'm into. So we went looking for him, right? And it was, I'm not a fighter or anything like that. So I confronted him.
But you'll fight a child.
And the ombudsman. The two things Andrew will do.
Yeah, I'll fight an ombudsman any day. Not an ombudsman.
No,
an ombudsman is the
on your side, yeah.
Ombudsman's on my side.
He's your Iron Man. Yeah.
But anyway, I confronted him about it, and he said, I just mentioned your name because I panicked. So I went back to the school, and I said, right, well, I want my reputation restored. Because if you're walking down the school
as a 13-year-old clean-cut guy.
16.
Oh, right, sorry.
16. If you're walking down a corridor, right, and I say, oh, there's William Thompson. See, William, he does not do drugs. What's the first thing you're going to think?
I'd be really annoyed.
Yeah, but of course he
I
does
do
drugs.
do
Yeah,
drugs.
so if you say to someone, see him, he doesn't do drugs.
Yeah.
The first thing you're going to think is, he does drugs.
Yeah.
So everybody knows that I've been accused of selling cannabis when I would never sell cannabis. No, absolutely, God, nothing like that. Said to the school, what are we going to do about it? And the school were like, we'll just go back. So listen, you're going to whip me out of class. Everyone's going to know that I potentially could be selling cannabis. The person that put my name in has said that he shouldn't have put my name in. What's his punishment? Yeah. And they're like, everything just cracking on. I was like, go fuck yourselves.
You should have just lied.
You shouldn't have done that.
You should have leaned into it and come in the next week with like full fur coat,
chain,
hemp cup.
yeah, sunglasses. You should have.
P. Diddy, P. Andy.
Yeah. When you came back and people went, why'd you get pulled out of class? Or
I was telling you.
You should have just been like, fucking the teacher. That's what you should have said. You should have been like, the teacher wanted a bit of the fucking.
Someone accused me of selling weed, and that's why I bought them.
Yeah.
He knows now.
It's wee sexy hole.
This is fucking brilliant.
Bring my score bag out.
What's a score bag?
£20 of weed.
Yep. That's how you know
See, I
he's
didn't
never
even know.
sold drugs.
Yeah.
Doesn't he know what a score? I know what a score bag is.
Typically, a score bag is about 2 Gs.
What's 2 Gs?
2 grams.
2 grams.
I love how all the Belfast people know what a
Okay, grams aren't like that's not drug. Grams are.
So can I ask you a question?
You can bake with grams.
How much?
You're watching the Hurry Bikers being like 2 grams of fucking flour. Like, they're on the fucking gear. Are they?
Can I ask you a question? What's a gram? If you were to ask for some weed, what do you buy? What's the standard buying? What do you buy? Like
Score 5, 50 bag. Cube.
so, how much would a 5 bag cost you?
A 50 bag.
Well, if you say a score
50
5,
quid.
Score 5 is £25.
That's why it's named after the price.
so it's 5 5s. Square root of 5 is 5. Is
Well,
5.
it is that, but it's not called that because of that. It's called a score 5 because a score is 20 and a 5 is 5. So they're called a score 5.
All right, so as I say, can I have a score 5 of cannabis? That's 25 quid. And how many cannabis things do I get out of it?
I know you're not, and even I feel like you're an undercover peeler right
No,
now.
but like, how many cigarettes do you get? How many cannabis sticks do you
You'll
get?
get 2 grams of weed. typically.
Okay, so how many is 2 grams?
It depends on how
how
big
you
you roll them. It's 2.
Oh, it depends how strong you roll it.
Yeah, how much weed you put in.
Okay,
it.
on average, how much would the average do? How long would it a week?
Fuck no, a score 5 used to do me about a day.
So you're on 25 quid a day?
Yeah. When I did smoke it, yeah.
Okay, right. What's the next thing above a score 5?
50.
50 bag.
So it's double.
Yeah.
So can you say
4
double score 5? Kind of a double score
So I
5.
just called it 50 bag.
All right.
Double score 5. Because that would be 45.
No, it's
It'll be 50.
double score.
No, a double score 5. Double score 5.
Oh yeah, that's
It's
a
not, you're
Oh,
not
yeah,
getting
that's fine.
dickheads.
So I was
Both
thinking,
yous.
but a double, a score 5 is
Fucking-
50.
So you buy a 50. So how do you get it?
You phone a dealer.
Okay, so you phone a dealer and
Dark
there's-
market.
And are they like Ubers?
Yeah.
There's just one.
There's an
always,
app.
they're always floating around.
Yeah.
So you know somebody that knows somebody.
That's it,
So you
yeah,
ring
you'd
the
be like-
you ring the poor person. You go, "Hi mate, can you send me over a score 5?"
Yeah. You go to someone, do you know I want to sell them? And they'll go, okay, here's their number. And you'll get their number, and then you go meet them in a fucking abandoned Tesco car
Really?
park. Yeah.
No, and then you buy that, and then you go, "That's good stuff." I'll get on to you next week.
Yeah.
So where's that guy getting his stuff?
You can grow it. You can get it
grow
on
it.
the dark web. You can get it imported.
Yeah.
Wow,
There's a whole industry.
it's mad, isn't it?
But that is this.
But it's very. But okay, so let me explain.
But I do think weed should be legalized. I would say that.
Yeah, I think it should. What's me? It's more. Everyone's on it.
I'm glad it's not. Because if I had the ability to go down and just buy a joint, I'd be on weed again.
Aaron,
It's too much of a hassle to get.
Aaron, have you ever done weed?
No.
No. Right, you've done weed. Can I ask you, do you, like, how do I put this now? Like, do you like the fact that you did it, or did it become a burden?
Oh, it definitely became a burden. It
Right,
like
okay.
I did like 3-4 years. I was spending thousands on it. Like,
Really?
yeah. All my wage went into it.
And you're over that now?
Yeah, I don't smoke it at all anymore. No, I get anxiety. I get really bad panic attacks when I smoke it now.
Yeah.
I think it's because before when I was a
Do you
student,
still smoke it?
no,
Oh, right, okay. Okay.
like I'll take a bit of it if it's going, but I know to do like 2 puffs and then move.
Oh, right, you just dab it. Yeah,
Yeah,
if
whereas
you're
I
so-
used to like just pin joints and start my day.
And do you think that can lead, do you think cannabis as a ex-cannabis user, that can actually put you on the next level of drug? Do you think it's a gateway?
Nah, I think it's a gateway to being addicted to cannabis, but it's not a gateway. No one, the vibe. See, people that say that they're like, "Oh, if you smoke weed, you'll try coke." They're different vibes.
Are they? What's coke do to you?
It makes you very energetic.
Really?
Yeah, very confident.
And what's the deal? What is that a score 5 as well?
Nah, coke, you're fucking talking.
How does that work?
More expensive, is it?
Very much, about 3 grams for 100.
3 grams. What's a gram? So a gram, then you cut it, isn't it? You
Yes.
cut it into with a credit card. I've seen it in
Yeah, you can
films.
cut down in the lines. Or
And
you
it
can
all
just-
depends on the strength of the line.
Well, of the coke or the length of the line. Sometimes someone goes up racked you a stitcher, and it's just
You've what?
racked you a
Stitcher.
So racked you a line, a stitcher, a stitcher means to stitch you up, which means this line is gonna fuck you.
Oh, that's a
Like,
good
you're gonna
line.
be
Like. It's a
fucked.
good line.
It's
Like.
too much,
Oh, right.
and we know
too
that.
good.
But it's a stitcher because you're not gonna say no to it. So I'm gonna ruin your night by giving you too much at once, and then you're just walking about like
Lilo and Stitcher.
you think you're being friendly, and you're like, "So how do you know fucking Brian then?" And you can just be very intense.
So you, the first 2 years you did comedy?
Yeah, when I was a cokehead, yeah.
And the dealer, somebody that gets you coke, they're obviously, can they do cannabis as well? Are they multi
Sometimes you
skilled
get. Sometimes
dealers?
you
Like,
get.
what the fuck?
Sometimes
Some
you
people
get,
diversify their shop.
Yeah.
And can I ask
the
you-
Asda of drugs?
It's a lot serious to have coke than cannabis, isn't it?
Yeah, way more. You're
Get
involved
caught?
in it. Yeah.
I know I'm asking very basic questions here.
No,
but,
no, it's fine.
Like, can you?
You can
if you
mix
want-
coke and weed.
What happens then?
Oh, I did it before in a joint. I didn't mean to do it.
You mix it in a joint, so
Yeah.
you smoke the coke?
Yeah.
That can't be great.
I didn't mean to do it. We used to have a rolling tray in my house for weed, and at a party, I didn't know someone was racking lines of coke on it.
You seasoning your weed?
Right? So I put the tobacco on that tray, not knowing there's coke on it, and then put the tobacco in, rolled the weed, and then someone was like, "Oh, I've been smoking, or I've been sniffing coke off that." So I had the effects of both weed and coke at one time, which was the weed would hit you in a way where you'd be like, "Yeah, well, it's just a really nice part," and then the coke would come in. You're like, "Just having a really nice time. How are you? You enjoying it? You enjoying it? Oh, it's really good. It's really good. It's some fucking evening though, isn't it?" And it would just come in these waves of like being really chilled and then really intense.
Aaron, coke.
I've never did any drug or anything. I've did Kelpol, I've did Nurofen.
Have you done Nurofen Plus?
No, I've just got a packet recently because it's new, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, it's mates.
Is it
Wild,
next level?
That's unbelievable. Mate.
See, I haven't had one yet.
Can I just say, I've gone off aspirin. Aspirin.
Is Nurofen not aspirin?
Listen, whatever it is anyway, fucks you up, man.
No, it's mad. I don't do painkillers.
Fucks you up.
That is not funny. Doesn't do painkillers.
Why?
I don't trust them.
All right, can I ask you another question? Have you done smack?
What is smoke?
Heroin.
No.
Smoked it?
No.
But have you been offered it?
And I would have known how people did it, but I wouldn't do it.
'Cause
Heroin,
that's the one that ruins the family. Like.
That's like, see if you're at a party and everyone's
man.
doing a bit of coke or whatever, you know, it's good. Like, see if I walked into a party and someone's just shooting up in the corner, I'm going fucking home.
Yeah.
That's the next level. Like, do you know what I think? I think it's like, you know, when you go for a few social drinks with the lads,
Yeah.
and you have 3 or 4, but there's always that one person that kind of goes a bit too far with the drinking, and next thing you know, what happens is their life revolves around the drinking.
Yeah.
And you can see that they're kind of controlled by the drink.
Yeah.
That's like the heroin dealer of the drinking.
What-
isn't
what
it?
heroin
makes
is
it awkward. You can't enjoy a drink with them because they have to go too far.
Yeah. Heroin is like, Joe, the episode of Simpsons, Barney stops drinking, then gets like one sip of beer, and just goes, "It begins again!"
When he's training to go to space,
Yeah.
and he passes all the tests and stuff, and he's about to go.
He's like, "It begins
And it was-
again!"
and it
And then
was-
his life's ruined.
And it was
That's heroin.
non-alcoholic champagne as well. Remember that? It was fucking great. Oh, Simpsons used to be the best.
So, can I ask you? I just find it
Drugs fascinating. You're
Welcome
fascinated
to-
by drugs today?
welcome
No, I'm
to
just
coke in
fascinated.
the north.
No, but I'm just fascinated by.
Coke in
So
the
you
north.
don't do anything now, do you?
Not really, no.
Not really.
Vapes. Big man's mad on these vapes.
I need to stop.
Right.
You've been saying this since January.
I need to stop.
When are you going to stop? Are you going to give us a hard date here?
When I go to Edinburgh, when I can't get the ones I like,
There's no way you
you're
stop
gonna
at
stop in
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh, mate. If anything,
You'll do more of it in Edinburgh.
I'll start doing coke again. I won't need the vape.
No.
Be like, oh, I'm so glad I've got that poison out of my body.
Mickey in Edinburgh?
Yeah,
Are you living with him?
yeah.
You live with Mickey Bartlett?
Yeah,
in
he's
Edinburgh?
Are you actually?
He's in the same complex.
You're not getting your deposit back. You're not getting your deposit back.
Yeah.
You're not getting your deposit
Never
back.
got my deposit back.
Fuck
Never
yeah.
got my life back.
Don't
Yeah,
roll
why
any
was there
cigarettes on
4
his table.
bodies in the kitchen? Hey.
Yeah.
That's Mickey.
Yeah.
It's just Mickey.
Yeah, he's just shed his skin. Looks like 4 bodies.
He's like, yeah. He's like a wee chubby basilisk.
That's it. So, would there be is there a lot of coke around?
Yeah.
But they say that the coke here is not fucking strong or great
Dangerous
stuff.
now because fentanyl has made its way into the coke.
What is it?
Fentanyl.
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 What's that?
Fentanyl?
I thought
It's orange.
I thought it was Fanta.
Yeah, and all.
So what's fentanyl?
It's like I think it's a synthetic substance, and it's been making the headlines in America because people are cutting it with coke. So they cut cocaine with other things
Yeah.
to
Bulk it up.
cheapen out the purity on it, so you can bulk it up. you
Baking
can sell
powder,
more of it.
talcum powder, shit like that.
Yeah, they'll mix other.
Why are you laughing at that?
Salt.
Salt?
In
Yeah.
like the sort of epidemic, the epicenter of like the fentanyl crisis is in San Francisco,
That's just so many homeless there.
and that's
isn't there?
where
There you go.
I was there like the other week,
Yeah.
and it's literally like every street corner. It's like the fucking Walking Dead. They're just standing.
Is
like
it really
zombies.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you really want to see a mad one, there's a drug they do over there now called Trank, which is short for like tranquilizer, and it's basically.
I picked up on that.
Yep. But you should see the video. When I went to Philadelphia, they were like, "Oh, don't go down that street. That street is full of people on Trank." And I googled the street and showed me a YouTube video. This would blow your mind, like especially in America, because you go, man, it's literally just people hunched over like this.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
right.
the same
And
as
they're like,
that's the same as
probably the
fentanyl.
same.
Absolutely, Trank Mitchell.
What are they getting? What's
Trank
the
the
buzz?
tank.
Like, what's the buzz they're getting?
What's the buzz they're getting?
Yeah, what is it?
I think they're just getting an escape from reality, to be honest.
Thomas the Trank Engine. Sorry, I have another one. Yeah, so they mix it with fentanyl, and it's really dangerous. You can there's been a lot of overdoses in America from cocaine because it's been mixed with fentanyl, and apparently it's found its way in now. So be careful out there, guys and girls.
Stick to Kelpal.
I don't know. It's just a completely different
It's that
world,
we're not in it. We'll never be in it.
yeah, like it's
And
like let me tell you this: if I got into drugs, like say I was young and I ended
you'd
up,
be great
taking,
at
no, mate, it'd have ruined me. Like
Ringing up the ombudsman at 4 a.m. It's
Someone
not fucking sorted.
Yeah.
my gas bill was over by a pound. I want my pound back, and you will get a letter. You will hear from me. Do you know, since I've talked about my love of ombudsmen and taking on airline companies, the amount of people that have emailed me
Yeah.
on my
You're the
website
guy now.
and I've sent them links to moneysupermarket.com. This is the form. You got to do this.
You're the Martin Lewis of this province.
Why would I give my money away to somebody else?
Yeah.
Why would I not
Charlie.
take what I'm entitled to?
I feel like there's like call centers somewhere that have your face on a dartboard.
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Like,
They're like, ban his number. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not that bad. It's only for certain things. Like if I'm
Yeah.
entitled to certain.
Just if you feel you've been done by.
if I'm owed money.
Yes.
Like I'm currently
want that
shopping
money.
around now for the moment for new Wi-Fi.
Right. How's that going?
Not great.
Why's that?
Because you got to look at all the different options.
Huh?
BT, Virgin.
That's
all.
your probably only 2 options where you live, I would imagine. BT, Virgin, tell me another one.
Oh, who else is the- Talk.
Uh-huh.
No, not E. I don't think E are where I am. But they all have different offers and different packages.
Yeah.
And some are 18 months, some are 24 months.
But you also got to look at your speed you're getting.
Yeah, I want really fast. Like then it's like, how much high speed do I really need? Do I need something to work 0.02 seconds faster?
That depends on your house too. If your house, depending on what part of Wi-Fi gets into your house, your Wi-Fi can be slower or faster.
Depending on where
I think
it is.
you
I have a Virgin Media box at the front of my garden. And the guy was like, "Oh, that's really good that it's like literally right next to your house." But then I have to get like a booster for the Wi-Fi because I have Virgin because it doesn't go into the back of the bedroom.
See? That's why you need that super fast package, because then you'll get it in the back of the bedroom faster.
Are you working for Virgin right now?
I'm just saying.
So,
I'm
but it's really expensive, isn't it?
I don't know.
a
How
lot.
much are they offering you? What's the package?
So my
I'll
Wi-Fi-
tell you mine if you tell me
My
yours.
Wi-Fi was £26 a month.
Right.
it's good.
It's a score bag.
Right, it's a score bag, right? My Wi-Fi is £26 a month, and then because of the cost of living, they put it up £6, and then they gave me 21 days or 28 days to cancel it because it was going up because of whatever cost of living. So I looked into it, thought, you know what, I'll take the increase, I'll take the hit on the increase. But I'm on the lowest level of internet,
Speed.
200 or something.
200 megabytes?
But it goes up to like something else. There's two things above it, then there's the super fibre optic fucking...
Yes, 1 gig.
That goes up to like £40.
Yeah. I'm on the £45 package.
But you're super fast, yeah?
Yeah.
So you pay 45 quid a month just for Wi-Fi?
Yes. But keep in mind, I also deduct half of it through tax.
Yeah, because he needs fast Wi-Fi for video production.
Video uploads, production, even stand-up you would need for putting stuff on
Yeah.
TikTok and
You're there all day.
research and emails.
Yeah, but you're not getting that. You're not getting 25 quid in your pocket. You're only getting 25 quid off your tax bill.
Oh yeah, but that's still better than not getting it off my tax bill. And that's a month as well, so it builds up.
But you claim obviously for your home, your gas and electric and yourself.
Yes.
You also claim for your lighting.
Yes.
What do you claim for your meals and stuff? Do you claim you're allowed 20 quid
Can't claim meals for
sorry,
self-employment.
you can claim
For
20,
sole trader.
£20 a day subsistence. You're allowed.
If you live at home, you don't, because they're
No, but if you go to Lavery's tonight now, sorry, if you go to a gig right tonight in Lavery's, you're allowed £20 subsistence.
But is there
Are you?
Yeah, every
is their theory though that you have to eat anyway? So why are you getting it for this?
Yeah,
It's different if you go to
it's
London.
subsistence. You're allowed £20 overnight allowance and £20 a day subsistence. I've been doing it for years, and I overpaid my tax.
Check his
and I have had HMRC look at me. They fucking looked at me, and they fucking apologised for looking at me.
They'll not do it again. They apologise because we're not putting up with this guy again. He's fucking giving us
HMRC were like, this guy's selling cannabis. What
Right.
the fuck?
My
since he was 13. Holy fuck.
my accounts were so up to date.
Yeah. Congratulations.
So up to date. I've overpaid my tax, actually.
I did that last year.
I did that as well 2 years
I
ago.
It's
feel
great
like
too, isn't it? When they're like, oh, sorry, here's
You
my-
don't know us anything this year, and you're like,
I feel like
you.
Andrew, when HMRC approached you, it's like you getting ready for a Rocky movie.
No, do you know what I
It's
think?
like
To me,
cracking the
to me,
knuckles. Here
when
we go.
HRMC want to meet me, it's like going on a date. I'm ready. I know what to say.
You're playing footsie with the tax man.
I know how to float their boats.
yeah.
I know how to touch them up.
HMRC
I know what they want to
have
say.
put paperwork into him every year.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I should be investigating them.
Yeah.
I should be investigating the HRMC.
I'm sure you are. I believe you are.
But you're allowed subsistence, mate. I do that at my account in London, like, and also with the cost. Like, I claim regular fixed things. I claim overnight allowance, subsistence, my fuel at 45p for the first 10,000
we'll do
miles,
that,
and then it goes to 25p below that. I also claim all my subscriptions: Netflix, Amazon White. That's research. What were you laughing at, Sean? Netflix is research. If I'm watching the internet, if I'm watching a film, that's research in performance.
You can't claim all of Netflix's research.
Some of it is.
Some of it is. You can't do a whole year Netflix subscription and go, that's all research. Anytime I watch Netflix, it's research. That's basically saying anytime I watch anything, it's
Every
research.
time I get a haircut, I claim half of it.
Me living is research.
Why half of it?
I claim half a haircut, you know that? Continuity with me posters.
Seeing I'm doing my tax bill this year, I'm on the phone with you.
I will give you financial advice.
Please do.
But you need to
I
pay
can
me.
picture the tax man
I'm
going,
not going to.
what?
I was just saying
Yeah.
I'm not going to.
You want to see my tax here? I'll show you my tax here.
But show me the full text.
I'm going to show
tax
you my
man
Excel
You
actually
actually get half your haircut text off.
continuity for posters. So if I have my name's on a poster and my hair is short,
What do you do about your face?
How do you know this and not know what a fucking score bag is?
because I've invested my life somewhere else, man.
Do you get half of Botox too? You're like continuity.
Like, for example, if you buy a
Talking
shirt,
about, like, JR.
listen to this. If you buy a shirt, it's called dual purpose, right? Dual purpose is I would wear the shirt anyway, socially, when I'm not working, but I also would wear it. You cannot claim 100% for that, but you can claim a little bit. So, for example, if I'm buying a suit for a corporate, I can claim the full suit.
Well, yeah.
But you have to be very careful. You can't take the piss.
Yeah.
Because they will hunt you down. And
yeah,
they have
'cause-
hunted me down.
'cause claiming
and
for
they
half a
fucking
haircut's taking
and
the piss.
they have hunted me down and they regretted it. Now
Yeah.
here's my accounts here now. Look.
Yeah, look at that.
Don't shout out what I'm thinking. So look,
Cocaine,
VAT, premises,
heroin.
purchase, taxis, bank charges, travel.
Gummy
Now,
worms.
so for example here, look, November, train to London, £13. Drive
What's
to
wrong with
Leicester,
rent,
108.
boys?
So basically what I do
What's
is,
Dennis Irwin, Thai boy?
do you see what I mean? See what I'm saying? So then I do a profit and loss here, which shows me everything, and I can go, oh, look how much money I spent on hotels this year. Look how much money I spent on advertising. Look what I spent on, fucking taxis and trains. Oh, how can I reduce my taxis and trains? Do you know what I mean? How can I get those costs down so it's more money in my back pocket? Stuff like that. Managing your money, man. I'm self-employed. I've got only a certain window where I can earn a certain amount of money. I can't do what he does. I can't do what he does. I can't go off to America and stand
can?
up there and say, "Be the best you can be. Give me money."
Who got no man? Not my
Money
people
comes
can.
back, mate, but experiences are unique. I don't know what I'm
Unique.
I was going to say, like,
You
Last
fucked
forever.
up. You were trying to say something
Memories
profound.
last forever. Yeah.
Memories last. Yeah, but I have
Experiences
experiences.
are unique.
But can I just say, like,
did.
submitting a flawless tax return
Gives you a
gives me a fucking.
Oh, you get a
gives me a
full
fucking
tax
go.
bonus.
I love
do
it.
never do that in my presence
He does it
again.
to me all the time. I know. It's hard.
Kieran does that when we're putting up the generally when
but-
we're getting food.
But Kieran
Kieran
if
hasn't
you
been
always
happy.
notice Kieran, he's always in a constant state of movement. He's
Yeah.
never still. Like, if you watch Kieran next time you're on a podcast with me, he's always just doing this. I always say, I'm like, mate. I'm like, why? I'm like, why?
Fucking
why?
whistling,
He's just
mate.
like, I just
He
always
puts
need to
he
move.
puts his hips into it though. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's like, if you watch an episode of No Blasters, he's constantly like, just like rattling back and forth. Bless him. We love him.
So, do you? I don't think you can. You're me and you. We need to talk about tax accounts.
You and him.
Sean. Like, you know, you're probably missing out on a lot of stuff.
yeah.
That's your money, William.
Yeah,
That's your money.
and I'll waste it.
Why are you giving
my
it?
money?
Why are you giving your money away?
Just because I'm a good person.
Look, you're gonna fucking feed his coke habit. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, that, I can't be trusted with too much money. That's
It's
why.
better giving it to the HMRC and his.
I
stuff.
waste money, right?
Yes,
I
you
waste
do.
money.
You do.
I do, right? But I'd rather waste it on my terms
Yeah.
than someone else's terms. No, but it's not me being tight. Trust me, I fucking blow money. Like, you should see my
What do you
credit
waste money on?
coffee.
What's the most expensive coffee you buy?
Oh, it's about £4.
What the fuck? What's
Hey,
in that?
Blowing money.
No, can I
£4 last night.
can I just say I eat out a lot?
Oh, really?
Yo.
Okay. Lucky woman.
Good man. We Michael Douglas here.
I walked into that, lads.
Michael Douglas.
I walked into that one, didn't I? I walked head first.
Hey, let's head first. You're not doing it right.
Order like a hat. Like you're talking for apples.
I'm going down on you.
I love you.
Comes up, his whole head's just soaking. Looks like he's been on a fucking Nally and Brulia film from the 1990s.
He's like,
I'm all out of touch.
let me get ready. Let me wear some protections. Puts a shark cap on. I'm ready, darling.
Looks like Michael Phelps.
Tax deductible, lads.
Oh, yeah. To keep the continuity. Fucking hell.
Oh, and you're also allowed claim, can I just say,
Oh, here he goes. Trojans.
for the odd lunch, for a business lunch. For
The
me. So
odd
if I go out,
lunch.
if I go out with somebody and we discuss certain things we're going to be doing in the future.
If he asks you a question about your career, you go business lunch.
Business lunch. But you also got to have a balance, though. You got to have a.
Can't
bit
take
of a-
the piss.
You can't take the piss, and you got to be honest and fair. You know what I mean? To them, they're saying, yeah, but you would have eaten 3-4 meals a day anyway. So like, it is all like that kind of stuff, you know. Guys, thanks very much for being here.
Pleasure's all.
William, it's really good to see you, man.
Yeah, I haven't been on.
You're
one of
having a
these
really
in while.
good time, aren't you, at the moment?
Yeah, I'm having a good time.
Comedy-wise.
What's
Going off-
coming up,
What's
Willie?
coming up for you?
We've got the Ulster Hall in November.
Near gone. Selling well.
About 200 left. So,
So 1,000 seats.
yeah,
50.
Mate, that's brilliant.
it's 850 technically.
Now,
but
can
it's
I
all
ask you, what's that room like to perform in?
Not great.
It's
He's just sold 650 so far, and you're telling him it's not
He's
great.
did it before. He knows.
What's
I've
it
done it
like?
about 5 times.
So 5 solos.
No.
No supports.
What's it like?
It takes you a while getting used to.
Yes, it took me a 1 or 2 times, but then now I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
Once I was shown the dead spot of the stage, one of the technicians went, stand here and you'll hear everything. If you walk around the stage, you'll not hear people laughing. If you stand in a particular spot, you can hear them.
Yeah.
So as long as you know to return to that spot. So if you're doing a long bit, sort of do the...
I don't like that fact that you have to be in a position to hear the audience.
It's a balance.
That means it's not a room for comedy, is it?
No, it's...
No, it's a music venue. But
is.
what I will say is that, like, once you get over the first time of it not going great, you're like, oh, okay, you learn how to play it a bit better.
learn how to
Like,
play it.
yeah,
It
yeah.
will-
The goal for me ultimately is Waterfront, because that's my favourite stage.
2,000 seats,
Waterfront's
is
pretty
it?
great.
I'm looking at doing 2 waterfronts next year, but in the studios. I love how you jumped in there. With
I
the
wanted to make
studios.
sure, because I want the audience to not make sure that
Hang
you're...
on.
not
Oh,
doing
it's a
the
nice
big-
sunny day. Here comes the fucking cloud of Butler.
No, I'm only joking.
Studios.
No, I was about to say, but yeah, I think the studio's 350, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do the studio.
Yeah.
I don't have I don't have the following that
Studio's
some
a nice
people,
one.
There they
some-
are.
that people have.
I just
you know
went
what I
for
mean?
it.
So like, what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to build up to do that, and you never know if that sells well. I could potentially do a second studio. You know?
Yeah.
And the thing
Have you
with-
performed in the studio?
No.
I've did a musical in it. I've never did stand up in it.
What was it?
I did Grease in the studio and I did Fame in the studio. So there you go.
And what's it like in that room? Is it a nice room?
Oh, it was nice. Yeah, enjoyed it. Yeah.
Because the audience are above you, aren't they?
They are. Yeah, it's tiered up the way. So you're on. The
I love
floor.
tiered up audiences.
So you're on the
Oh,
floor.
audiences when they're all above you. When you come out and they're above you, oh, I love it.
Yeah, I like. So I'm just thinking of the waterfront setup. I like when you're a bit above some of them.
It's very similar.
Yeah.
To be fair, like, because, like, you know, the waterfront stage isn't a big stage. It's quite low on the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're very much on par with the audience in the waterfront stage.
Actually, do you know what? I agree with you now that I'm thinking about it. I'd rather that than looking down.
Yeah, never look down at the crowd. No.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
don't.
kind of like looking down. Not sure. I don't know.
No, I don't mind it. Like the Empire, I like it because it works because there is a lot of people on your level anyway.
Oh, yeah,
it's just the people at the front. But some of the best gigs I've ever done, fucking, and you come out and the audience are like raised.
Yes.
Just on a bit of a raised tier. Oh, because their laughs come down. You see,
Yeah.
they're not. You know,
A
they're
busy
coming,
empire can be like that.
yeah, they're coming down on you,
Yeah.
which is better sound.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like much better sound, and also you got to back it better. The best room in comedy in England is a place in Bracknell. I don't know if you've ever done it. The comedy lounge, I think it's called. The ceiling is literally just a couple of inches above my head.
Wow.
And the sound
Edinburgh stand is like that.
it's I think the ceiling in Bracknell is still lower than the Edinburgh stand.
Really?
Oh, it's even lower. It's probably against some sort of. I think it's against
Yeah.
some regulation.
Yeah.
It is the best gig.
Yeah.
The best gig. So if you ever like get a chat to her. So you're doing that in November.
Yeah.
So one night only.
One night only.
What date?
4th of November.
4th of November.
Saturday.
Saturday 4th. Are you excited? Are you nervous at the show? This is your Edinburgh show that you're taking in August.
No.
What?
The Edinburgh show is a different show.
Is it a stand-up show?
Yeah. It's a yeah. I'm not taking like a fucking
You're writing two shows at the moment.
yeah. No, well, the Edinburgh show is my best of ever.
Whoa! And this is a new show.
This is a new show. So I'm running 2 gigs in Edinburgh. I'm running my solo, and then I'm running the compilation at nights.
So where you can bang out this new stuff.
So I'm gonna work on the new stuff when I'm doing spots and whatnot.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than new stuff than working on. It's hard going.
Yeah.
I'm in that process at the moment. Like tonight, I'm doing a gig tonight, and
I go through spots where I have nothing, it doesn't work, and then I just hit little runs where I'm like, I'll bang out 20 minutes in a week, and I'm like, that fucking works. And when that starts to work, that's when your new stuff starts working. I prefer that more than I have old stuff that I know kills.
yeah.
But I'm bored of
You're
it.
turned on by the new stuff.
Yeah, the news, it's dangerous again. You're like, oh, this might not
Yeah.
work. So you almost put more into it because I'm focusing on every little detail because I need this to fucking slap.
Yeah, it needs to be, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas I feel even if I have a bit that kills and I know it kills, but I've done it too many times. Do you know what I mean? It's like watching Guns N' Roses do Sweet Child of Mine. There's no passion in the eyes of Axl. He's tired of it.
Well, it's the surgery as well.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff, man.
Yeah. Thank you for having
Thanks
me.
for coming on, William. Listen, guys, everyone Cork of the North, please buy the merch, sign up to the Patreon. Keep checking us out Thursday, 6 p.m. Big thank you to
Your intros and outros need work today.
Thank you very much, ladies and
absolutely
gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
shocking today.
Sure.
Thank you to Aaron and William Thompson. Please go see William at the Ulster Hall in November, and also keep an eye on our websites. But thanks, guys. See you all next week. Sign up to the Patreon.
Yay.